Madam President, in Colorado and across the West, as you know as well as I, many communities are facing a historic drought crisis. Decades of drought are, in fact, long-term aridification and have, in many ways, become the new normal. These bills respond to the urgent needs of our drought-stricken communities. They maintain the federal government's ability to respond to drought and allow voluntary water conservation in the upper Colorado River Basin. We need these now because we're seeing in real time how drought threatens our very way of life. More than 40 million people rely on the Colorado River for water, food, recreation, energy. Our communities, our farms, our environment all depend on water. These bills extend the programs that we already know work. At risk is our entire way of life. Thankfully, the two House bills I mentioned, the Drought Preparedness Act and the WATER, the Water Data Improvement Act, will now become law. My colleague from Boulder, Joe Neguse, has done the heavy lifting to get this across the finish line in that chamber. I'm happy to do the same here. But the two Senate bills just passed will still need to pass the House to help us out in the West, and we really are running out of time. The System Conservation Pilot Program enables voluntary water conservation in the upper Colorado River, and I've been working closely with Senator Barrasso to reauthorize it. It's supported by the Upper Colorado River Commission and got its start in the depths of the 2022 Colorado River drought that continues to this day. It's critical that we pass this two-year reauthorization because water users and farmers that participate need to make decisions now about signing on for next year. Any delay that will limit the Upper Basin's ability to find participants and run a successful water conservation program. We can't afford that. We're asking Speaker Johnson to please put this lifeline for Western farmers and ranchers on the suspension calendar and make sure that it is able to pass this year. Madam President, I thank you and I yield the floor.
President.
Senator from Louisiana.
I'm speaking to S3373, the Hydropower license extension, which helps a lock on the Red River and the Overton Lock project. This bill is incredibly important to Louisiana. Hydropower is reliable, safe, and responsible, and the federal government should be enabling projects, not standing in the way. Today's actions are bipartisan, pro-job, and pro-American energy. I'm glad to see Congress cut the red tape holding up the Red River and Overton Lock project. These hydropower projects have been negatively impacted by supply chain issues for the last 4 years. They just simply need more time to start construction. I'm very pleased to see this get across the line. I yield.
Madam President.
Senator from Wyoming.
I'm proud to support H.R. 4385, the Drought Preparedness Act, which I joined my colleague from Colorado in introducing. Senator Hickenlooper has been fabulous to work with, as have all of the senators from the states that headwater and utilize the Colorado River, including yourself, Madam President. This bill would reauthorize the Reclamation States Emergency Drought Relief Act and allow the Department of the Interior to prepare drought contingency plans and provide technical assistance to state, local, and tribal governments on their drought contingency plans. This is one of the many bills I've had the pleasure of partnering with Senator Hickenlooper on, and I look forward to the President signing it into law. Again, Madam President, I appreciate your help on these matters as well. I'm also pleased to support H.R. 5770, the Water Data Improvement Act, also sponsoring and introducing with my colleague Senator Hickenlooper to reauthorize 3 water data programs at the U.S. Geological Survey that address water scarcity in the West. The West continues to lead the nation in water conservation and management practices and is home to some of the best and brightest experts in this field. By extending these successful programs, we will improve water quality, secure our water infrastructure, and ensure we remain good stewards of our natural resources. Again, with my appreciation for my fellow Colorado River senators, with whom we've been working for the last couple of years on these measures and others to support our state's engineers in the more than 100-year-old Colorado River Compact. I thank you and look forward to continuing to work with you to address the important rivers, the important Colorado River issues to the west and to our country. Madam President, I yield back.